This is the political map of Caribbean islands. Along with the Caribbean islands, you can see the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. This is our complete route map of our Caribbean cruise. We sailed from Miami and staying 2 nights on sea, we reached the capital city Charlotte Amalie of US Virgin Islands. From there, we sailed to St. John's City of Antigua and Barbuda. Next, we sailed to Bridgetown, which is the capital of Barbados Island. After that, we went to St. George, capital of Grenada. Next to Wilmstead, city of Curaçao. After seeing Curaçao, we reached Oranjestead of Aruba Islands. Finally, after seeing Aruba Islands, we sailed back to Miami, staying 2 nights on sea. The West Indies is a sub-region of North America surrounded by the North Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, which comprises of 13 independent island countries and 19 dependencies in 3 archipelagos: the Greater Antilles, the Lesser Antilles, and the Lucayan Archipelago. The sub-region includes all the islands in the Antilles plus the Bahamas and the Turks and the Caicos Islands, which are in the North Atlantic Ocean. For simplicity, we have divided geographically the Caribbean islands into 3 groups. One is Lucayan Archipelago, number 2 Greater Antilles, and number 3 Lesser Antilles. You can see all these 3 groups in my map colored in 3 different colors. This is the flag of Barbados. Barbados is an independent country. We are now touring the Caribbean islands. In my previous video, I had shown you our visit to UK Virgin Islands and Antigua and Barbuda. In this video, see our exciting tour to Barbados Island. As you already know, we had started from Miami and this is our 5th day of our cruise. We are now entering the Bridgetown city, which is the capital of Barbados. Barbados is an eastern Caribbean island and an independent British Commonwealth nation. You can see the clear blue water of the sea. Our ship will dock here. Lovely beach at a distance. In addition to the gorgeous beaches, rich marine life and breathtaking coastal scenery. Another cruise liner is already docked there. The neighboring islands of Barbados include St. Lucia to the north, St. Vincent and the Grenadines to the west, and there is Trinidad and Tobago to the south. Finally, our ship docked here in Bridgetown, which is the capital of Barbados Island. Here we are seeing a board telling us the history of Barbados in short. Bridgetown is its capital and it is a port, you know. It has a lot of colonial buildings and a synagogue founded in 1654. We will now go for a city tour of the Bridgetown city. We have to pass through these duty-free souvenir shops in the corridor. 6 of us hired a taxi for the city tour. Around the island are beaches, botanical gardens, the Harrison's Cave Formation and 17th century plantation houses like St. Nicholas Abbey. We first arrived at a famous cricket stadium named Kensington Oval. Cricket at the Kensington Oval began in 1882 when Pickwick Cricket Club assumed the formal ownership of the ground. If you remember, 4 Indian batsmen were injured during the game here due to the furious pace bowlers of West Indies during that time. And this is the statue of Garfield Sobers, one of the legends of world cricket. We have seen this cricket ground on TV so many times. The first international match held here was in 1895. The first test match was held here in 1930, and West Indies team had won maximum number of test matches here. The new stadium has been commemorated through the 2007 Barbadian postage stamps. You can see here 3 great W's of cricket in their name. This stand is there in this ground. We can see our ship at a distance, so you can well understand that the cricket stadium is near the port. Now we are passing by the Voyagers beach of Barbados. There are numerous beautiful beaches in Barbados. We are now going from the west of the island to the east. That's a public transport. We are now passing by a golf club. This golf course is famous because Garfield Sobers comes here regularly to play golf, and it is very interesting to note that here the Tiger Woods, our famous golf player, was married here in this golf club. And we'll finally enter the county club of this golf course. In terms of golf, Barbados has some good golf courses with sandy lane boasting 3 layouts. In 2006, Barbados became the only second Caribbean country in history to host the World Golf Championships World Cup. After seeing the golf club, we are moving to our next destination. Beautiful flowers have bloomed here. Permanent settlers arrived from England, and Barbados became an English and later British colony. During this period, the colony operated on a plantation economy, relying on the labor of African slaves who worked on the island's plantations. We are now crossing many green sugarcane fields and heading towards the highest point of Barbados. After a short drive, we have reached our destination. From this point, we'll get the best view of Barbados. And that is our tour car. Souvenir shops are built here near the viewpoint. On 30th November 1966, Barbados gained independence and became a Commonwealth realm with Elizabeth II as Queen of Barbados. On 25th June, historic Bridgetown and its garrison was added as a World Heritage Site of UNESCO. The citizens are called Barbadians, and Barbados is a blend of West African, Portuguese, Creole, Indian and British culture. And this is a very funny poster. See the poster and the stone kept here. Poster reads that if the stone is wet, it's rainy. If it is hot, the weather is sunny. If the rock is cool, then the sky is overcast. If the rock is gone, it's a hurricane. and then run. So it's very humorously written here on the board, and we have laughed a lot after reading it. After seeing this place, we are now driving through the cocoa forest. We have now arrived at another point. It's Hackleton Cliff, from where we can get a grand view of the Atlantic Ocean. We have now reached the most eastern part of the island. From here you can see that we are getting a magnificent view of the Atlantic Ocean. Hackleton Cliff was allegedly named after Colonel Hackleton, who met a tragic end at the base of the cliff. The beach is semi-enclosed by high coral reefs, providing a panoramic view of the shore. The scene is completed by the presence of tall palm trees that add to the peaceful and relaxing atmosphere of the bay. Just see how the waters are crashing on the beach below.
Is the Atlantic Ocean. Now the closest country going to the east of Barbados is South Africa.
South Africa. Okay.
South Africa. South Africa. Now over there, where you see all of those waves over there, over there the place this part the guys do what you call the surfing.
Surfing, okay.
They have a heat there that is sponsored by Banks Beer, the national beer of Barbados,
okay.
and Coca-Cola and Sprite.
Okay.
A very beautiful scenery.
Right.
This is what I call the Scotland district of Barbados, the Scotland district.
Yeah, Philip, just look here. Yes, he is our
the number one
driver.
cab driver on the island.
Number one. So,
you should be happy to meet me.
Yeah, brother of
number one cab driver in the island.
After seeing the Hackleton viewpoint, or rather the cliff, we'll now visit the parish church, an important historical heritage spot of Barbados. Original parish church structure was built in 1629 and was located near the Dover beach. In 1669, the church was destroyed by a flood which scattered coffins and bones from the church cemetery across the beach. The church is known for its churchyard, which contains the notorious Chase Vault, in which coffins have been said to be mysteriously moved around within the sealed vault. A detailed investigation by the governor of Barbados and members of his staff was made in 1820, but it offered no explanation, and the coffins were eventually each buried separately after further recurrences. After seeing the church, we will now visit the Carlisle Bay beach. So it's a very interesting beach. You can see a lot of tourists are enjoying the sea beach.
Soft that you don't need
At the heart of Barbados lies one of its greatest wonders, the magnificent Harrison's Cave. This crystallized limestone cave is characterized by flowing streams, deep pools of crystal clear waters, and towering columns. Harrison's Cave, the tunnels are about 2 miles long, and there are still 3 miles they have not fully uncovered, as the cave digging began in 1970. The tour is taken on a tram through the cave. The caves are naturally formed by water erosion through the limestone rock. Travel through the caves is by tram at certain points during the tour. Visitors are allowed to alight from the tram and get close to the formations. We finally returned to our ship and now we'll sail to Grenada. In my next video, see our sailing to Grenada and the city tour of St. George's, the capital of Grenada. After seeing my videos, please do like, share and comment. And please do not forget to subscribe my channel.